Morning. I love that every time I come on to record, I look like an absolute disaster, but it just seems like the times a day when I'm ready to do this is the beginning or the end. So this morning I woke up. I actually didn't feel 100% this morning. I felt a little bit like dry and headachy, which I do often get dried out at work. It's circulated air. I tried to drink lots of water and broth and stuff yesterday and the day before, but I think it's just the circulated air kind of dries out my lips. But I got up and I definitely felt a bit more like energized than I have in a while. And so I had some stuff to do out in my garden, and I have another bed behind my house, so I was out there doing all that. It's been a really rainy September for us here in the Pacific Northwest. So stuff that I normally wouldn't put to bed until more like October has started to kind of rot and not be nice. So just started to do that kind of stuff, which typically on like a swing shift, like I'm moving to night shifts tonight from day shifts. Normally I would be like so exhausted that I would just stay in bed most of the day, which I think there's pros and cons to that. I'm a little bit nervous that I'm not sleeping longer. Like I slept probably close to 9 hours last night, which is great. But normally I would be able to kind of go back to sleep and sleep more like 12 or 13 hours. So I will try and have a nap this afternoon. But I just feel, even though like I haven't had coffee or tea or any caffeine, I just feel awake. So I think that's good. I think things are kind of clearing up. I'm working on a little lamb broth right now. So I am like struggling a little bit with a couple of things. I know we're supposed to be eating this like soft tissues, like tendons and stuff like that, and like liver and organ meat. Oh, I have a hard time with that. I feel like those are like filtering organs, like liver and kidneys like filter stuff out, and so I just feel like there's gunk in there, but I'm gonna try to find some local grass organic whatever, like small farm liver, and maybe grind it up and put it in a soup. The other thing is that the broths are supposed to be meat broths, which Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride says are supposed to be like a joint that has lots of meat around it. That's not very easy to get. And the biggest problem is I'm going through my broth really quick because I'm drinking it and making soups with it, but I still have a lot of chicken left from the whole chicken that I did. So I think today I'm going to go through a bunch of that chicken, freeze some of it, take it all off the bone. And right now I'm making lamb broth. I didn't have a joint. I don't know. Basically, my cousin's mother-in-law raises sheep, and so she gave me some bones. I know we're not supposed to do bone broth, but a lot of the bones had quite a bit of meat on them, so I just took some pieces of meat, like a lamb shank and some other like bones that had quite a bit of meat on them, and I just threw them all in a pot, and I'm just going to cook them as if it's meat broth. I'll boil it for about 3 hours and hope it turns out okay. I don't know. Anyways, doing the best I can, so we'll see how that goes.